Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my Christmas tree decorating plan for the 2024 season. Last year I did this video as well, separate from my actual decorating the tree video, and you guys really liked having them done separately, so it was a little bit more digestible. I also really love to keep my tree bare for a few weeks before decorating it. I feel like, especially with my early Christmas decorating, I go more neutral, a little bit more simplistic, still bringing in those true Christmas moments, but I do it on a smaller scale, and then after Thanksgiving, I add more color and life into everything because I have it up so long. So if I did my maximal decorating style from the get-go, I feel like I would get really tired of it pretty early, to be totally honest with you. So I like doing it in little stages. It feels less overwhelming, and I get to enjoy the process that much more rather than just pushing everything and clumping it into just a couple weeks. I like to be able to slow down and enjoy the views and the Christmas glow around us. So I leave my tree bare for a couple weeks before decorating it. But I wanted to share with you guys sooner than later what I'm actually planning to use on my tree this year, because things, as we all know, are selling out so incredibly fast this year. They do every year, but it just seems to get worse, honestly, every single year. But I'm excited to share with you guys, so let's get right into it. So for my tree this year, I'm really looking to do big pops of burgundy and red, mainly burgundy. I really prefer the darker moodiness of the color versus a stark red. I know a lot of people love to traditional decorate with the true Christmas red. I have always preferred a deeper burgundy. It feels more digestible to me. That's just my personal opinion. So do whatever makes you happy. That is all that matters at the end of the day. So we're going to be sticking with burgundy and then adding in a lot of silver and gold to have a really metallic, beautiful complementary pieces to the burgundy to accent it. So I'm going to be sharing the new ornaments first that hopefully you can still get your hands on, and then I'll be sharing some of the ones I have from years past. I love reusing my decor and ornaments from years past and just introducing new pieces to give it new life. But the first one I'm so excited about, and I shared this in my Walmart Shop With Me video, are these really gorgeous flocked burgundy. These are shatterproof. They are huge as well. So, I mean, I have a normal size hand and this thing is almost as big as my face. But the color of this is so perfectly spot on for what I've been looking for and could not find for the past few years. And these were so affordable. I want to say they were $10 for two of them, but these are huge. So I ended up getting, I think, 6 of them. I would love to have more, but I don't want to wipe out everything. So I might see if they're available online. I might add just a couple more, just so that way I can make sure I really make an impact with my tree with those. And to complement that, I found these really beautiful, like sugared cranberry ones. These are more red than burgundy, but they're not super, super bright. These were from At Home, and they were only $2.99 a piece. And I want to say I got 7 of them. So that way they will really complement that beautiful burgundy and help bring in that pop of color. And the little sugared detail of it will be perfect bouncing off the Christmas lights to just really make an impact for our tree. Another at-home piece was this really pretty embroidered snowflake or star ornament. These were handmade in India, and they retail for $3.99 a piece. It also has that little burgundy pop in it. It has some blue and green, obviously, as well, but it gives that little vintage-inspired ode without being too much for the tree. So I did get a few of these as well. I love them. You can always find some really unique ones on Etsy as well if you want to go that route and just really have a beautifully curated, unique tree. Another at-home piece that I was so excited about, I love to add different textural elements in my decor, generally speaking, but also in my tree. So you're gonna see a lot of different plays on texture happening, and I love to add organic elements like this pine cone, and I love that it's a longer one. I feel like so many are those stumpy little things or the round ball, and I thought that this would be so pretty. These were $3.99. I got, I think, 8 of them originally, and then I went back and got more because I just wanted to make sure that I would get good coverage on our tree, especially since it is viewed from nearly every single side besides for the back, and even then, barely. I need to be able to decorate the whole thing. When you have your tree kind of shoved into a corner, you can get away with leaving it a little sparser in the back, but when you can see it from so many different angles, you really got to pay attention to make sure that everything's nice and balanced around the whole thing. Another one that is really great, I bought these back in July and August, I want to say, because as you know, things sell out so fast, and so many of you have found the same with it. So it is these wooden bells from Hobby Lobby. These are not technically an ornament. However, you can easily use it as an ornament. And I think it's so important to integrate different textures, different shapes, and different sizes with your ornaments. Even if you want to do a color drench moment on your tree, make sure that there's different elements to it. It's just so much more visually pleasing and just really looks beautiful. So I got a bunch of these. I actually used these in my early Christmas living room video and have a trio of them clustered on the stair railing with our garland. I just wanted to do something different in the mix, and I thought that these would be so perfect for it. They do have little bells inside of it as well, but I'm so excited to add those into our tree. I think it's gonna be such a cute touch. Another piece I shared recently were from Hearth and Hand. They are these glass ornaments. I love the shape and style of these, very vintage inspired without the price tag. It was $14.99 for 3 of them. I ended up getting 4 packs of them because I didn't want to wish I had more and didn't have them. I'd rather be able to return a pack that I didn't use than want it and not be able to get my hands on it. So these ones are so pretty, and they already come with this really great sage green ribbon. When it comes to actually hanging my ornaments, however, when it comes to the glass, fragile, breakable ones, I tend to not use loops and just use floral wire or the actual like ornament hooks and twist tie them to my tree branches, because I don't want to take any chances that something is going to come off and shatter. So that's just me. I'll share more tips and tricks like that in my actual decorating video, but these ones are just so pretty. I mean, even look at them glowing through the glass right now with the lights. I mean, I can't. But I did actually find something really similar at Home Goods. Brenda from Cozyaholic styled these on her tree. I literally took a screenshot and I found them the next day. I was so excited. They're another glass one. It's kind of speckled. This is not glitter. It is just like a little frosted kind of detail. I don't know. I thought that these were amazing. These are glass in a pack of 3 for only $6.99. So I grabbed 4 packs of these as well because why not? I also have 3 full-size Christmas trees. I am, however, only planning to decorate one of them this year because it is just so much work, to be totally honest. But I was so excited to be able to find these. I found them in the checkout aisle. So just a quick tip, sometimes Home Goods has some of their best items in the checkout aisle. So it's still worth, even if you don't find something in the store, pop your head in and take a look and see what they might be hiding back there. Another one that I was so excited to get my hands on, I had signed up for the restock notifications, never got a restock notification, and just happened to check if they were available, and they were. So these were from McGee & Co. They are these absolutely darling porcelain houses. They come in a pack of 2. I love the color of them. It's so organic and so pretty. I'm obsessed with them. So I ended up getting 3 packs of these so that way I can just kind of sprinkle them all throughout the tree, add in another color element, and they're just so cute. As I'm filming this, they're still available. I will link everything that I can down below in the video description, and anything that I can't link, I will try to find something similar from somewhere else to be able to share with you guys. A couple more fun new pieces. I grabbed a couple of these little beaded candy cane ones from Kirklands. These were $7.99 full price, but Kirklands is always running a sale, so you don't need to buy things full price from them. But I thought that this was just such a sweet detail. I grabbed 2 of these, and then I do have some of these star ornaments. These were Hearth and Hand. I have some from years ago that are just the solid glass without the texture on it. And I did pick up one from this year just to have another one in the mix. This was $6.99 and it has that same sage green velvet ribbon on it. But these are really pretty too, to just add in to the mix of everything else. And the last Hearth and Hand one is a little twisted up right now. I shared these in the Target video. It is this double bell, and this one retailed for $6.99 as well, and has just a little bit of a darker green velvet ribbon on it, but these will look so pretty as well throughout our tree. Now, as far as ornaments from years past that I will be integrating, I love the Robert Stanley line at Hobby Lobby. They have so many great options. They do tend to be breakable ones, so just keep that in mind. But I got these some years ago now. They're this distressed cream color, and I thought these would be really pretty to break up all of the boldness happening in the tree and gives a little bit more of a neutral base as well. These are a really great size. Originally, I didn't think they were coming out, and then they brought them out very late into their stocking of the shelves, but I was so excited to see that they brought these back. I have 4 different colors of this. I have the distressed one like this. I have the metallic silver and gold one. I actually have it right here. We're going to be using this one as well to bring in that metallic. It's literally silver and gold. They also made a black with gold speckle that I have. I don't know if that one came back. And then one that I do know that did not come back that I have from years ago is black and green. That one I won't be integrating. The black with the gold is a maybe. I just need to see if there's any gaps within the burgundy and if it's going to coordinate well with it without overpowering what I'm trying to do theme-wise. But I love those. I can't remember how much they retail, but Christmas is 50% off at Hobby Lobby right now, so they are quite affordable. Other ones from Hobby Lobby, I have a couple of the velvet flocked ones from last year. I have the light brown, and then I also have the dark brown. Likely not going to use the dark brown because it's just too close to the burgundy, but I might pop a couple of these in. I have the smaller and larger that they came out with last year, and then this year they came out with an even smaller one and an even larger one. They also come in cream, black, and green this year, which is really great. I wish they came out with the burgundy. If anybody from Hobby Lobby's watching, we want burgundy. Note that for next year. Another one that I grabbed last year from Hobby Lobby is this sparkled star. It's like a paper type of material. It reminds me of one that was available at McGee & Co. last year. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the smaller one, but this one is really fun to kind of just push into a tree, especially if you have one that's really dense like mine is. I used these on last year's tree. That tree was very sparse, so I was able to literally hang them, but they were still beautiful looking. But when you have a tree that is super dense and full, you can literally just take these and shove them in between the branches and they still look really cool. So I definitely will be using these again. And then I also have another star. These were from Kirklands, I want to say 4 years ago now. They are this bark kind of covered star. I only saw them the 1 year. I never saw them again, and it made me so sad. Kirklands has some really great ornaments, and some of their best ones are only available in stores. So these I have not seen ever since I originally got them years ago. But I'm crossing my fingers that maybe one day they'll bring them back, because I just love how much texture they add to the tree without being heavy and overbearing with all of the other ornaments that are around it. Another one I got, I want to say 2 years ago now. These are not available anymore, so I apologize. These are actually from Creative Co-op, and they are this matte plum glass ornament, and I thought that these would be nice to help give a little bit of color, but in a more muted fashion to incorporate within the burgundy. And I just think they're so pretty. If I can find anything similar, I will be sure to link that below for you guys. But a really fun one, I use these every year and I just can never get enough of them, are the frame ornaments from Hearth and Hand. They did not come out with this version this year. They came out with a different one. This one they've had out for the past 4 or so years now. This year's version is an arched gold one, but they have this little hinge door, and you can, sorry, I'm trying not to glare it really badly. You can put family photos in there, loved ones. This is my cast man. He will be gone a year in a couple weeks actually, which is absolutely crazy. I won't dive into that because I'll get sad, but I just love being able to integrate family photos, loved ones, just funny pictures too, and just look around the tree and see everybody's faces. So these ones are really great. It's also a really great option to like give a gift, or you can use it on gift wrap as well. And it's just a nice little memory moment for people to look at each Christmas season. Now, this ornament I actually DIY'd myself last year. I made these little paper accordion trees. I also did a burgundy ornament shaped one. These were fairly straightforward to make, but very time consuming. I know that there are so many ornaments available now in this type of fashion, so I will link some other options down below. But again, it brings in another textural element. You can do it in whatever color you like. And then this other ornament is another from Kirklands from what feels like a million years ago now. And it is this champagne, like beaded type of ornament. I also have not seen these come back. I have these ones, and then I also have some black ones. And the black ones I have not been using because The first year that I got my flock tree, I really wanted to have some boldness on it, so I got black and green for it, and it looked so, so gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. The flocked, as much as I love it, makes such a mess. I can't have it as my main tree, but we keep it in our guest room, still love it. I'm a flocked and green girl. I don't prefer one over the other, but I do prefer, I'm such a hypocrite for saying, I do prefer the green tree, the more traditional style, as our main tree downstairs. But I love both, flocked and green, I'm here for it. But I have some in black that I actually think I might spray paint burgundy because I keep not using them. And why not? If they don't look good, I can always spray paint them black again and they can look exactly as they were already. So I might try that out and see how it works. So if you see it in my decorating video, you will know it was successful. And if you don't, you know why. All right, we are wrapping it up, friends. I promise I can get so chatty when it comes to Christmas decor, so I apologize. I am also going to be using these bell picks. These are from Hobby Lobby. They brought them out a few years ago now, I think 2 years ago. Last year, maybe they had them, I couldn't remember, and this year I did see them. So you still can get your hands on them. I will say they made them so delicate that you can't pull them from each other. So like carefully stack them in a bin and carefully take them out, because otherwise you are gonna have bells floating absolutely everywhere. You can see like this one here, I had to like twist tie it back to itself because it just ripped right off. You could always too, if you didn't want to use it as a pick, rip them off and just use them as ornaments or even a bowl filler. Whatever floats your boat. But I am going to be using those as well to just bring in some more gold in the mix. And then I'm absolutely, oh my gosh, ever since these came out, I'm obsessed with them and I need to use them every year because I just love them so much. They are these little raindrop frozen icicle picks from Hobby Lobby. I can never get enough of these, and I feel like they just look so good in a tree. They look good in garland. Everywhere, absolutely everywhere. They look amazing, and I'd make sure that they kind of like, ooh, I'm blanking out, drape the branch rather than just sticking straight out. It drives me crazy. This is one of my pet peeves. When people put their picks in their tree and they're just sticking straight out like this, I can't do that. So I will show you guys in the decorating video how to manipulate them and get them to look more settled on your branch, and it just elevates it that much more, trust me. But yeah, definitely going to be using these. I love that icicle look. I would love to find some actual icicles to hang on my tree, but I feel like the combination of the picks and all the glass ornaments I have, it might be too much. So that's one of those things after I decorate the tree, if I feel like it could benefit from it, I might order some. And if not, I won't. And that's okay. The last things that of course I always add that I'm dropping are beaded garlands. I have a few different options actually. I have this really pretty one. This is from Hearth and Hand a few years ago. It's this darker brown color. They didn't bring this color back, but they brought back the lighter natural color of it. You could always spray paint it if you wanted. I did pick up this one from Walmart, which is actually fairly similar, but it is more of a true wood tone. This one has a little red hue to it. And I was planning on using those. However, once I corralled all of my ornaments on the ground and kind of saw what I had, I felt like they would blend in a little bit too much. So I picked up this gold one from World Market, and I might use this instead, just to help bring in that more metallic factor, because I feel like it's gonna need it with everything else that's going on, but we'll have to wait and see. So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope you enjoyed seeing what my tree plan is for the Christmas 2024 season. I do have some other ornaments as well that I shared in last year's video that I just, as much as I was digging in my bins, couldn't come across because I packed those things so tight. So once I am sharing my actual decorating video, you will see a couple more come into the mix. Just, I couldn't fight it. I have 4 bins. I know. 4 bins of just Christmas ornaments, picks, and garlands for the tree, not greenery garlands. I love Christmas, just in case you didn't know that already about me, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be sharing the decorating video in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here today, and I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye!